My wife is divorcing me because I opened up to her that I was abused by a man and I used to date guys in the university. I lost my dad when I was 13 years old, and there was a man in my village who is a rich man. Everybody knows him for being a good philanthropist and all of that. He came to my mom and told us that he wanted to, help us with our school fees, train us to the university and all of that. We were so happy because it would have been difficult without him, I won't even lie. But this man abused me and turned me into something else. When I was about 14 years old, I went to his house for holiday, and that was when it all started. This man convinced me that he would take care of me, he would do a lot of things. At first, I didn't really have a choice. I didn't know what happened, but he started abusing me at that age, and I grew into it. And that is the character that I went into the university with. He was paying my school fees quite all right. He was sending me money, but he introduced me into that lifestyle. When I got into the university, at this point, I was already used to it. It wasn't a big deal for me anymore. At that point, I had never gone close to a lady. I didn't even know what it meant to be with a girl. All I knew was that man, and he catered for me. Any kind of phone I wanted, he would buy it for me, but he just wanted to make sure that I was just loyal and faithful. I'm like, I don't even know better. What's there for me to be going around for? So when I got to 200 level, 300 level, I started asking myself, what kind of life is this? I became more aware of what he was doing to me, and I'm like, is this how I'm going to continue? So I started drifting away from him little by little, because this man would travel from Lagos to come to my school, to lodge in a hotel just to see me and be doing all that stuff. And I told him one day that I was tired, that I didn't want to continue anymore. I want to live like my friends. My friends have girlfriends, and I don't even know how to talk to a lady. And he threatened me that if I should try it, that he will not pay my school fees anymore and all of that. So I opened up to one of my friends in school then, and I told him what was happening. So he gave me some level of wisdom and told me to start saving. I should start asking for a ridiculous amount of money. I should save money that can pay my school fees on my own, even without his help. So that's what I did. I started making demands. Today I will say they stole my phone. Tomorrow I will just make up excuses. He started sending me money. I had saved up to 500,000 naira in my account at that point, and I just started ignoring him completely. Whenever he called me, whenever I pick. And if he was angry after shouting, I would still ask him money, he would still send. So at one point I told him I was no longer interested. If he he should pay my school fees. If he he shouldn't pay. I'm no longer interested. But he couldn't stop paying school fees for my other siblings, because my mom would ask questions and he would not be able to tell her what the reason is. But he stopped paying my school fees. In my 300 level, I started, trying to go close to girls, and that was the first time I ever had anything to do with a girl. And it was really nice. It was really okay. And that was how I continued. I graduated. I got a job with his help. Even though we were no longer doing all of that, he still helped me. Even after I graduated, he helped me get a job. So after I got a job and everything, I met this girl who is now my wife. So she's very, very free. She's very, very jovial. She's not somebody that takes life too seriously. One day she was telling me about the secret thing she did with a married man when she was in the university. And I opened my wide mouth to tell her that I was abused by a man. I was doing men until I was in 200 level and all of that. And she became so disgusted about me. She started ignoring me and giving me space and saying that I shouldn't have told her. Now, anytime she looks at me, she's seeing me as a man who is always doing man. She's just picturing all sort of nonsense in her head. I'm like, I thought we were sharing secrets. What's so bad there? I can't go back to that kind of lifestyle, and it is not me. But she doesn't want to understand. Right now, she's contemplating the marriage. She says she doesn't know if she can continue because the way she sees me is different from how she has been seeing me. I'm like, but you told me you slept with a married man. I'm not seeing you anyhow. I'm still seeing you the same. Why is my own different? She said, my own is different, so that she cannot. Please, I want you people to help me, because I'm going to show my wife this video. I want you people to help me encourage her that I am not about that life anymore, and I can never go back. I don't have any reason to go back. If not that I was abused, I would not have started that life in the first place. I love my wife so much, and I don't want her to leave me because of a silly mistake. It's not even a mistake because I was forced into it, or maybe the mistake was me telling her, but I didn't want to keep it a secret from her since we were being so open and free with each other. It was my mistake for telling her. But please, I need to know how I can save my marriage, because if I lose my wife, I don't think I will recover. I love her so much, and I don't want her to leave.